Come on. Just giving it a moment. A few moments. There we go. Hoping it kept going or kept trying to record something, but I don't know how much of that got missed. Oh well. Let's just hope there's enough of it sent that it makes sense still. Anyway. It's an arcane focus. That's what matters. A focus? What? Oh, Ihihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. Smart. If not very, very convoluted. We won't know until we try, but it is a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float? A tool from magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. In the beginning, it may not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labour may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Just like real farming. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for their harvest prayers. Like primal summoning, but for crops, I guess, and corn. Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes. And I promise, we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float for all these years, these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so we should know where and when to where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alize and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okuhanu to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. Hey, he's being useful. And not just criticising, which is nice. I like Erenville, but he's being a little bit of a stick in the mud. The three of us will visit a shipwright then. Yay. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linuhanu. Nice to meet you, Linuhanu. And certainly, let's go together. Hi, Roy. How you doing? What's up? Thanks to Wuklamat, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instincts. Well, I don't need boots, so... Vibing and waking up. Well, I hope you have a good morning. I hope you go get coffee. I could do with more coffee. I've already had my coffee for today, but I kind of want another one. But then I also want food. I'm hungry. But I'm only hungry because I had a small bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. I'll manage. I'll have to manage. I made wraps beforehand like I did last time. This time I've got soft tacos with tuna and spinach and cucumber and scallions. So it's going to be good. And a little bit of I think it's togarashi seasoning or togashi season. It's very spicy. It's like citrusy and spicy with sesame seeds. Black sesame, that's it. Anyway, Linuhanu wishes to take you to the shipwright. Erenville is a good, but also he's very, very complainy. The shipwright's name is XIV. He's a Shibral who only moved to Kozama Uka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favour. I know this. A proper Hanu greeting. Oh, that one! Don't worry, I remember how it goes. No, you don't. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okbekbe, to the east of here. Okay. Okbekbe. I think that's going to be right. I should probably start actually checking. It doesn't look like I'm getting it right. I'm definitely not getting it right. I'm definitely not getting it right. I'm screwing up the names and the words. Even with the whatever you call it, the list. Linu Hanu. There we go. This is Okbekbe, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozama Uka from Tuliolal and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wukivu, he lives and works in the House of Waters high, at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Oh no, is it a jumping puzzle? Are we going to be doing a jumping puzzle? Or is it just because he's assuming that I'm tiny and therefore unable to climb stairs? I'm small, I'm not a Dalek. And besides, my mount can carry me. My crab can climb the stairs, yay. Little crab can skitter. See him go. Yay! I hope he's up here. Yeah, he's up here, I think. Okay. Look at the little boy go! What a good crab. Oh, those legs working. I don't use the crab mount very often. I really should. Just, I like how it moves. It's a shame it doesn't do the sideways scuttle though. It really should strafe. It would be so much better if it strafed. But it does not, and that saddens me. It definitely needs to strafe. Anyway, Wukivu. Hello, sir.
What do you want with me?
A boat.
Right. The greeting.
Come on. You could do it. You could do it. Nope. Yeah.
Oh, Kali!
Yay! No, wait, was that right? Yay!
Oh, Kali!
Yay! She did it. What a good cat girl. Yay. Okay. And now, what do we say?
Good. You brought your manners with you.
I like him. Hey. Hook Ivu.
When in Ukanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Noted.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Hopefully he'll support her then.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before.
The music's good. It's playful.
You're Wukramant.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what an unexpected honor for old Wukevu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself.
It's okay.
There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette.
It's okay.
Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
No.
Or not? Keep your head.
Jeez. Chill, dude.
I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
Good. Excellent.
How prompt.
Indeed,
We're
Cryle.
actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
That I do. But while I would like nothing more than to offer my services, I just used the last I had of both those materials.
Of course you did.
My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm.
That makes sense.
I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
Okay, that's fair.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
Specifically for the boat, not for people's homes.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
Someone needs to pet him.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit.
How very prompt.
What's with your Hanu friend there?
She's just quiet.
I am festival
he's
leader
quiet.
this
Sorry.
season and have come along to oversee the float's repair.
Good guy.
As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Clever cat girl.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo.
Lucky guess.
We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave
Abokisha.
Kikitola or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
I need to remember that the XA is a Sha. We're just two little Lalafell going out for a
I've been
walk.
there once or twice. I can guide you.
Okay.
That
too
should
small.
save us some time.
It should indeed, Kryl.
All right then, let's get moving.
Let's go find some magic rocks. As is, you know, the thing that people do. As we do when we're just... Oh, hey, it's that guy. Biff. I forgot that Biff had an entourage.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Mm-hmm. One of your rivals is getting rocks and wood.
Iana, you say?
He's-
Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out.
He's just going to yell at them to start a festival going. That's his power, is yelling and threats.
The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
I really can't wait to punch him in the faces. Gonna get punched so hard he has no idea. Just absolutely. Both heads are gonna slam together. Okay. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Okanu. We can return to the village first and head there on foot. Okay. Did I actually... Can't remember if I... There we go. Can't remember if I... Yes, I get Okanu. Okay. Back to Okanu. Oh, I'm gonna do what I did the other day as well, and try and make sure that I'm moving, and also try to keep the 3-minute ad thing going on the hour, because it means that the next people that come in, they don't get pre-roll ads, which benefits everyone because it means that they don't miss anything, and it means that, you know, nobody has to like sit through anything. So yeah, on the hour I'm gonna be right back and do the ad thing and then continue after that. Okay, because I just think it works better that way. So I'm told anyway. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Plus gives me a chance to stretch my legs and drink something and maybe get a snack if needs be. I don't think I'm hungry, but I'm not like, there's nothing I can snack on. That is good for me anyway. I've still got 2 bags of salt and vinegar crisps, but I'm like, probably shouldn't. It's a lot of salt. Southwest of here, was it? Let us be on our way. Although, salt and vinegar crisps, I'm pretty good right now. But I've already got enough salt in my system. I don't like big mounts. They're too big. They're too big. All of them are too big. But also I'm going to kill this. Also show off how little I know about actually playing Dragoon. Seriously, who plays Dragoon? What kind of person plays Dragoon and thinks it's a good idea? Really? Random roulette and I get that twice? Out of like 80 mounts? Good enough. Flying snake will do. I'm gonna look forward to exploring this later. Okay, so in here then. Cave Kikatola, as promised, home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot raw aboxia by its green-hued glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. I will help scour the inside of the cave then. You take the west half and I shall take the east. Noted. If I'm going the right way. Yeah. Okay. So anything with a green glimmer that looks like... Nope, that's a glowfly. Not those things. Not the same green glimmer. It's convenient. I bet that was intentional to make people think, oh, that's where they are. It's very tricky, Square Enix. Upon closer inspection, you find the glimmer you spied was just light reflecting off the water. I knew it. Oh. See? Glowflies reflecting off the water. I bloody knew it. Boom, bum, bum, bum. Still like the music. Especially the standard battle music. It's really catchy. You find a chunk of the stone glowing in the glowing a distinct shade of green. This seems like the exact kind of mineral Linuhanu was looking for. Yay. Oh, that was quick. Aether current! I've not even started searching for aether currents. Ether currents. So this is a good start. I tend to, when I'm like doing the main story and I know I'm not going to be able to fly until later, I don't tend to bother at first. I just wait until I get to the zone again and then start looking around. Because I mean, why bother otherwise? It's just like a waste of time. Could be progressing through the story in order to get to the point that you can actually unlock the rest of it. Not that I've been saying that, I've not actually been doing anything, playing, you know, doing any stories, so maybe next time I should consider it. I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? Yes. A green glowing rock containing what appears to be aboxia. Aboxia. Yes, this is aboxia. Aboxia. Along with Kryle's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. The stones you brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. Good. Yay, we don't even have to... Thank goodness. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess we're just getting a little... He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Wuk-Lamat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Nope. Sorry, my Just realised my mic is loose in the thing. So I'm just trying to tighten it up a bit. Because I don't want it falling off into my lap. Breaking anything. Mainly me. That was why you agreed to Yep. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realise that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it, for myself and for my friend. Yay, Kryle'll smile. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please, rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall! Yay! With that, let us return and deliver the Aboxia into Evu's waiting hands. See, I knew it would be us, like, helping the festival go again. And I'm not complaining. I want a festival. Man, why can't people celebrate me? Celebrate the Warrior of Light. Have we ever had a festival thrown in our honour? I don't think we have we? We've maybe I guess we've had a dinner hosted for us by, like, Imeric, and that was just like him inviting us to dinner. But we've never had anyone go, yes, we're going to throw a banquet in your honour. The only time I've been to a banquet is when bloody I was asked to cook for it during the culinarian quest. And that's not the same. Being the chef of the event is not the same as being the invitee or the guest of honour. And now I'm annoyed that I've done so much for this planet, and yet I've still never had anyone host a dinner for me. Literally saved the world. If not the universe. Well, the universe, the single verse, I guess the multiverse, because I beat the Endsinger. And also saved other bloody, whatever they're called. Other sources, no, reflections. So, I guess that's just the disappointment of being the Warrior of Light. Everyone thanks you, but nobody shows their appreciation for it. Aside from Graha, Graha can get it. Give a hug. I'm sure he would. He's just too nervous to hug me. I think so anyway. He probably would hug me. I bet. I bet he would. If asked. You think? Okay. Thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Uyupo. What of the Aboxia? Aboxia. There it is. Thank you. Yes, these are excellent samples. A goodly quantity too. Goodly. At this stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plan, the results should be spectacular. Yay! Now, to get to work crafting these pieces for the float, I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Uyuipo's conductivity. Then I'd be delighted to help. I knew it. Everyone else should head back to Okanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. This can't be it, can it? I'm sure there was more to the whole story than the Peli one. I'm sure there were like more steps to take to get the whole thing done. Unless this one just comes with just has us coming to blows with the Biff guy. The two-headed guy. Jar Jar. Edit the UI a little bit. Just realizing now on the other screen it's maybe all a little bit tiny. At least now, I think you can see it a little better. Well, maybe not. Oh well, that'll do. Okay. Back to Okano. I should have just ate the right over there. I forgot. Okay. I really hope Smooth's getting a nap. Nope. Gathering the Uyupo was a trial in and of itself. At first, JAQK criticized everything I did. Then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into an Uyupo tree. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen to the poles and the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. Yay! Nope. Okay, JAQK settles down to rest before the festival gets underway. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Gonna chill. Oh, maybe... Hoist? Yes? No? I think. Nope. Over there by the float. Isn't that the third promise? And the rumours are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihana. Ihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that it will be enough to save our harvest? Yes. The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, he's gone to, like, just carry back bundles and bundles and bundles of food or reeds or something, hasn't he? That's going to be his contribution. This is going to be a case of, like, teaching a man to fish versus blah, blah, blah. So he's going to bring food back, but we're going to help revive their crops. And we're going to win. Maybe. Or is Biff going to come back and he's going to steal credit for stuff? Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Kona out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done. Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. He's like putting something together that just like magics all the crops to life. Heh, that sounds like our Kona. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. Begin it will. It took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feather sailing for miles. We had a turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Erenville's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. Aww. I am a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. He's bad. As for us, we brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by JAQK. All that's left is to reattach them. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Papa was the guest of honor the last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. Oh? Who is it? Duh. Our beloved Ihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, JAQK, as our guest of honor. Yay! Huh? Me? He... gonna be the guest of honor. This boat won't make me seasick, will it? Oh, please. Well, maybe, actually. The motion of the ocean. I don't think so. Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. It might not be seasick, but it will maybe be motion sick. Thank you, Wuklamat. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Gonna check the list. Nope. It's not there. It's not there. Oh no. It's not on the list. Nope, it's not on the list. I've got to do this one myself. We're going in raw. Kazanuaki. Close enough? Kazanuaki, where the sacred likeness of the Kishai is ensconced. That one's easy. What I'd like you to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done. A point for anyone that can actually pronounce that before I can. Any of those things. Anytime I get to a word that I can't pronounce, if you can pronounce it before I can, and like spell it out for me, I don't know. You get a cool point, and you'll be 1 point cooler towards me. You expect me to sit still until XIV has finished with the float. Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist XIV with the repairs. XIV. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the stride of the sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end. Yep, that's basically what I do most of the time anyway. That's pretty much all I do, really. Shrug. I'm just a garbage man. A super-powered garbage man. Garbage man. Pull Spider-Man. Okay. As Linuhani said, the Kozanuaki should be Kozanukui should be down this way, then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about bridges and the stride of the sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled all the threats you can meet me in front of Kishai. I'm going to repeat everything at least 3 times before I settle on something. That's just how that works. Because 3rd time's the charm, usually. Problem is, I need to say it 3 times every time. I wonder if there's just like a list, or like if someone gets all the different streamers, like all the main Final Fantasy XIV streamers, and then like puts together a compilation of them trying their best to pronounce things badly, or trying their best to pronounce things but doing so badly, you know? So you can just see the variety with which people mispronounce things. So you can get the full rainbow of mispronunciations. And then you could even like do it in order, so you can have the people that pronounce it the most wrong and then slowly creep towards them getting it right again. But then there'll be like a big, like, there'll be like Wuklamat, beep beep beep, and then I know what I mean, god damn it. It's like every time they get it wrong, it's just like an eh. And then as they get closer, it's like a beep. And then it's getting warmer, beep beep beep. And then they fail again and it goes back to shit. At least that's what I'm thinking anyway. That'd be how I'd do it. I forgot the Dragoon actually packed a punch. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. So pretty out here. Granted, it's mostly just like swamp, I guess, but swamps can be pretty. Kind of, I think. Maybe. Saying that I've not been to many swamps unless you count Slough. Well, places that are considered swamps. Still not a fan of big mounts personally, because they just seem so slow. But then I don't have the I don't have the fate riding upgrade yet. Well, for that you buy with gems, so I can go even faster. And by the time I actually do enough fates to warrant it, I won't need it anymore. I'll just have the actual achievement. I'll just be able to fly generally. So what does it matter? Hey. Dragoon feels way more punchy now at level 90. I guess because they've actually given you Nastron from the get-go, or you don't need to do the, because you used to have to power up, didn't you? I mean, I'm still using the disembowel thing. But you used to have to, like, charge up eyes and whatnot, but you don't need to do that anymore, so it just feels a lot better. Destination. Let's see this festival go! I want a festival. Oh, god damn it. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Kishiihi. Kishaihi. The Hanu deity of the harvest. Even their sacred images are woven with reeds. It reminds me of something I saw in Academia Oneida. I was half expecting a flying whale. Oh yay! Bismarck! It does actually. It reminds me a little bit of, oh, what was it called? It's the Final Fantasy VIII boss. Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl? You know the one. One of the Ancients' creations. 'Tis possible a vestigial memory that time endured, a subconscious recollection from the inheriting soul, providing the basis for an entirely new religion. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I have no idea what that means. As far as I know, Kishaihi was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was then brought to Tural by the first Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent, then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linuhanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, and I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. Cool. Oh, is there? Okay, now we get a cutscene. Meanwhile, in Okhanu. Oh no. Bad music. This is music you don't want.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
He wouldn't.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry.
Yeah.
She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
That was a scream.
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Please don't know.
Very well, if that's what you want.
Oh no. Yay! Here she comes! Wow, that's strong.
Put everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Well, looks like we know what time it is. We're all gonna kick some big brute ass.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Ha!
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn.
I'm gonna
Or
wedgie
all
him.
together, if you like.
I'm gonna put his fucking toga over the top of his head.
Calm yourself, chosen one. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre.
Yeah, for him.
What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts. Lucky for you.
I will still kick your ass. I'm not afraid. I like her stance. She has a cat stance.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
Huh?
It'll take more than that to kill me.
It'll take more than a deflected blow
So-
to kill her.
Are we having this festival or not?
Yeah. He's happy.
Yes! Yes, we are!
Look at the look on his face. He was a very happy bird. Yay. Okay. It's good. I thought there actually was going to be a massacre for a second there. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I may well not have been there at all. nonsense. You stood your ground and brought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. Or stupid. But we're going to go with brave to make him feel better. We're going to say brave. Just for the sake of making him feel better, okay. Wukevu wishes to spread word that the festival will soon be held. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Now I've even got it wrong. Kali. See, I remember. Just gonna double check that. Kali. Yes, okay, I got that right. More or less. Thankfully. Okay. With the chat mode and say, you should keep yeah, we know. Okay. But I'm gonna go on a break for a minute and let the ads run, so because I want to get a quick snack, and also my blood sugar is getting low, so I need to go and fix that. So I'll be right back, and I'll see y'all in like 5 minutes, okay? Okay. Back in a bit. And back. Oh, suddenly quiet. Which is odd because we went from loud music just to nothing but ambience. That's kind of nice. I forgot that there was just general ambience and that music actually stopped here sometimes. Anyway. I also forgot that the chat refreshes and completely deletes any and all text whenever I change over, but oh well. I went and got a banana. I got some root beer. Just a little tiny bit of root beer because it's like, I think it's A&W root beer that was like really cheap from, I'm not sure what you call them in America, but there are places that just get like surplus goods from other places that don't want them and then sell them for cheaper comparatively. So you end up with like a lot of American stuff in there that other places I guess don't want, but it's usually close to expiring. Anyway. There's nothing to look forward to anymore. Kali. Oh, Kali. Oh, Kali. Yay. Oh, Kali. The festival is about to begin. What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there. Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. Go on. But yeah, so I have like A&W root beer, cans of it, and I use like maybe a third of a glass, a very small glass, and then add water to it because otherwise it's just too sugary. Americans, what are you doing? Why is there that much soda? Why is there that much sugar in your soda? Ugh, without Ihihana, life feels so empty. I'm just gonna do this. Just type it again. Oh, Kali. Oh, Kali. Come to the festival. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? What to do? It'll get your spirits up. Sugar-free root. I don't doubt it at all. And to tell you the truth, if I had found sugar-free root beer from A&W, I probably would have got that instead. But I didn't know any better, and it was the only thing that was there. Because it's not like A&W root beer is something that just appears on British shelves. Spontaneously. We tend to stick to our stuff like Tango and Fanta, I guess. And Coke, obviously. Coke's actually my favourite of the sodas. So much has been taken from us. Why even try? It's okay, buddy. You got a festival. Everything's good now. Oh, Kylie. Oh, Kali. Oh, Kali. I like Coke. I like Diet Coke and I like Coke Zero. With lemon. Coke with lemon is my favourite. Diet Coke with lemon. What? The float is fixed? Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honour them with celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. Deter us, even. Deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. Okay. Let's go celebrate a festival. But yeah, I loved Diet Coke with lemon back in like 2003, 2002, I think. And then it disappeared. They stopped selling it for some reason by like 2004. And the only place I had seen it after that point was like the cinema where they had those big Coke machines with all the flavors. You could only get Coke with lime. And who the hell drinks Coke with lime? It's a completely different flavor and it's not satisfying. But they've only just now started bringing out Coke with lemon again. Diet Coke with lemon and Coke Zero with lemon. And I always go for Diet Coke with lemon. Because Coke Zero just tastes weird. The Hanu were pleased to hear the festival was going ahead, I imagine. Well, the Hanu were pleased to hear the festival was going, I imagine. It's trying to find the right inflection that you want to say the text with. Your mum likes Coke Zero a lot more than light. I mean, it's meant to taste more like regular Coke, so because it's meant to use a different sweetener, doesn't it? But I grew up drinking Diet Coke because it was all we had back then, and I wasn't allowed regular Coke because diabetes. So I got used to Diet Coke. and I like Diet Coke. That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. But I would gladly take Diet Coke any day. But Diet Coke with lemon, double yes. Store brand Diet Coke. Oh, rip EB. I'm sorry. Although, some store brand Diet Coke can be pretty good.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Right. Off we go.
I think it says something about my ego. That whenever someone tells me to do something, or whenever someone says to do something, like he just said, get on the float, Third Promise. I assumed he was talking to me and forgot that I was not the Third Promise. I am not the important one here. She is. I'm just so used to being the one that has to do all the things and the one that everyone talks about. Even if I don't get, actually celebrated for it. Yeah, I'm now the sidekick, and I'm so not used to that. It's weird. I don't like it. Let me be the center of attention again. Let me ride the float. Uppies. Let me up.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning.
Excuse you, EB. You're gonna pay for that later.
It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is JAQK, the savior of our beloved festival!
Huzzah! Cheer, everyone!
Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out! But do not even think of dropping her!
I love the energy.
Ready and...
Drop! Look at him kick!
I could get used to this.
Look at him kick their legs! Little kickies. Look at him. Oh my god.
Will empty belly stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
They really are loving it. The can, or perhaps as they are the Hanu. The Han.
To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul JAQK.
Yay. It's just like her dad. Minus the second head.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Looks like you still only have 4 bearers, but I guess maybe they take turns. And this is where it goes Wicker Man and they burn it with the person on it, right? Turns out she's the sacrifice they've been waiting for the Harvest Festival. So long, Walker.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Witness. Witness. Sparkly.
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
They're essentially a pair of primals made out of reeds. Interesting. So how did he not know how this worked? Because the guy currently in charge of the festival said that he didn't know about it being a focus. How has he missed this? Yeah, that's what I mean. How did he not, like, surely this, if he's... We all saw this, right? Everyone saw this. So how did he not see this happening? How did he not know this was how it worked? Or are they all just, like, ignorant to the technical side of it?
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing.
Oh, true.
To think that such a thing was even possible.
Yeah, they might not actually know how it worked in the first place. Okay. Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by the festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Oh, good. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished. Yay! Yay! She's a good girl. Yay. Trample the reeds. Run across them. Set them alight. Ravage the city.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
No, don't ruin it.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
Connor!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Is he going to make everything better? Yay, so it's gonna help make everything even better. Good. They're gonna eat again. Awesome. Teamwork.
Oh, isn't that
Yay.
wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
It's like condensed ether, isn't it? Has to be.
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition.
Holy shit,
I
2
assume it was
cakes!
an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity.
Hell yeah.
It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Brara's just like,
Archon
yeah.
allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
It's a festival though, that's not the point. You're kind of missing that point.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
They like lugging
Your
around the float.
approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
Yeah. You literally helped get it started and they finished it.
And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
I did. It was so much fun.
Yay. See, everyone's happy.
Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu.
Yeah.
And I like you even more now than I did before.
Is that really something you want to say to people?
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
Yay. Nothing taken for granted.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
And now what's Jar Jar gonna do? So he's gonna step in and biff it up, isn't he? Tiny stone.
Five more to go.
Wait, how did we get? Did that count?
To the next.
Did that count the one from the other place?
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
Third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn servant, of course.
Of course. Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now.
Back to Tuliolal.
Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
Goodbye, Wookievu. Wookevu. I'm gonna say Evu. Wookevu.
These are interesting times indeed.
Indeed, my friend. Indeed. That was nice. What are you going to do now, bugger?
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Or will it?
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Please tell me that this one fucks up and he, like, ends up poisoning something. I don't know. Poisoning himself, hopefully, not the crops. Ah, okay. My journey has just started and already I've met so many wonderful people. It did it? Okay. That's alright. Don't need to apologise for being AFK. I've met so many wonderful people. Ukevu, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful as other cultures as he is. And Linuhanu. It warmed my heart to see him honour his departed friend through Ihihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Shibalyev Tai. Shibalyev Tai. 7 stones into... Okay. So I don't need to worry about that then. I'm gonna skip the stones for now, because, yeah. Yep, okay. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? God, I wish I could do a Robotnik voice. Anyway. I've always wanted to... I'm sure people here know the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog compared to Sonic AM or whatever it's called, Sat AM. But God, Long John Baldry, the voice actor for the more famous Robotnik, you know, Pingas, that one. God, he was so good. He was such a good voice actor. He was such a good sport as well. He was in another show called Reboot, and I don't know how many people are aware of that, but he played, what was it? He played a pirate. Long John Pixel or something like that. I forget. We can only hope. But yeah, he was such a good voice actor, and I loved his voice. It was so fun. He wasn't afraid to, like, ham it up. Wooklamat is eager to attempt the next feat. What have we got? Mezcal marinated swamp monk. Is that fish? I'm going to assume swamp monk is a fish. Didn't see any of these. Oh, it's sad. You should totally go look it up. Because The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Robotnik is easily one of my favourite variants of Robotnik. In fact, we had a thing here in the UK, Sonic the Comic, which was published alongside, but not in any way related to the Archie Comics Sonic the Comic in America. They were completely different publications, completely different storylines, completely different characters for the most part, aside from, you know, Sonic and Amy and Tails and that, and Knuckles. And there's even a Super Sonic in it. Super Sonic is like Sonic's evil alter... Yeah, he was absolutely mad. He was like the Hulk, except smart and demonic. He was like he was scary. Like, I remember being like a little bit afraid of him because I thought, like, because I'd played the games, but reading the comics, I was like, why is he... Yeah. And for some reason, whenever you see him like trending on Twitter, people thought that his name was Fleetway the Hedgehog or something, but the Fleetway was the name of the publisher. And I found that hilarious. There's also, in that same fucking comic, an actual strip in which Tails almost JFK assassinates Robotnik. A unicorn gives him, a Fleetway Sonic, basically. That's what Super Sonic got called, at least, but yeah, it was just Sonic the Comic. And God, I can still remember so much of it. So many characters I loved in that, like Short Fuse the Cybernick, and Techno the Canary, Porker Lewis, Johnny Lightfoot. God, there were so many good characters. But then it kind of, like, as time went on, it kind of died because the costs of the comic, they started trying to cheap out on, like, strips and stuff. And so by the end of its run, I think it was showing one new strip every 2 weeks or so, and all the others were reprints because it was a cost-saving measure, and they fired like 90% of the staff. It was so sad. Especially because some of the best comic strips were like the non-main comics. Like there was Sonic's World and The Adventures of Tails. And then right in the beginning of the whole thing, back when it was like And well, when it was new, they even had like strips of rotating rotating games. So you'd have like a Golden Axe comic strip, you'd have a Shinobi comic strip, you'd have a Streets of Rage comic strip, a Kid Chameleon comic strip, a what's it called, Rocket Knight comic strip, and even a Rystar comic strip, I think, at one point. And they were all good in their own way, but Golden Axe, and you know, like people who've seen Golden Axe, or people who are old enough to know what Golden Axe is, they know it's not a child-friendly kind of, or it doesn't look child-friendly. It's like got like naked barbarian men and dwarves and women like chainmail bikinis and stuff. So they had to make it kid-friendly, so you couldn't have like people stabbing each other with swords or anything like that, or like bringing axes down on each other. So everything they did was just like kicking someone or like hitting them with the pole end of the axe or whatever. It was really dumb. But, you know, some of them were still good. Even the Street Fighter comics, the Streets of Rage comics, didn't actually have anyone punching anyone, didn't have anyone like shooting anyone, I think. And if they did, they had lasers, you know, like classic early 90s censorship. But, God. I don't know, I was very fond of that comic. I had like 100 issues of it or so. Probably closer to 80, to be honest, but... Oh, and then I got rid of them because there was no room to take them anywhere, and... Nah. But... I totally recommend looking up some of the comics, because some of them are just funny or really good. Plus it had, I remember it was, they had a... I'll stop talking now, I'm just getting, like, further and further away. Anyway. We've now won keystones from both the Feat of Reeds and the Feat of Gold. Surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem, by continuing to retrace Gulul Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. And let's visit the giants next. Like Kryl said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of the JAQK in the upper reaches of Urkapacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way round, through Kozama-uka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we call on the Moblins first then. Let's head there right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. What now? What's happened? Oh, right, the storms. The flight of Wee Wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? So that big storm that threw us around in the boat, that's what caused all this? Bloody hell. There is an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city. Whatever you prefer. Okay, yep. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination? It's a boat. Of course, who do you take me for? Then as your guide, I will see to the arrangements. It's a boat. Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands. Let's make the most of it. Yay. What are we going to do? I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Bakul Jaja. That reminds me, I never got around to introducing you to Ropley, did I? He's the man in charge of Wachu Meki Meki, and a good person to know. Want to come along? Sure, why not? Got nothing else to do, aside from be short. Let's go then. Okay, where are we going? Ready? The markets of Wachu Meki Meki are to the east on the other side of Bayside Bevy. Okay, this again. I was going to say I could just teleport over there, but I guess not. I don't think I can actually hand this quest in because I'm below the actual hand-in level. Yeah. I'm 91. Sadly, all my other things, I guess I could switch to Ninja, or Samurai, or Reaper. I'll switch to Reaper. Or maybe no, I won't switch to Pictomancer, I'll switch to Reaper. I still like Reaper more than I actually like Viper. Hello, Ripley. My, the third promise. How might I assist you this fine morning? Well met, Ropley. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Yeah. Warriors can do that. Something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Tural's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Yeah, exactly. I was doing that the other day. Good to hear. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Oh, this is where they introduce us to the crafter quest, isn't it? Who's your companion, if I may ask? This is Rarakumo, a great adventurer recruited from across the salt. I brought him here to meet you, actually. Thought he might have reason to visit Wachimeki Meki sooner or later. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand centre of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Rarakumo. Hi. You there! Stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. Da-dum. Aha. It's you. I've seen that man somewhere before. I've not. Have I? I must have. Oh, it's the loser from the boat. I assume he's a loser. Because he's skulking around. Losers skulk. A jewellery maker you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Fontaine? Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Ooh, called out. Out with it then. Why are you here? It's because he has a crush on the cat girl like the rest of us. That is to say... Wah! And we're no closer to solving the enigma. I wonder if he could use someone to talk to. I say we go ask. Let me know by link pearl if you find him first. Okay, let's go chase him. Let's go chase an admirer. Although this not just make him more flighty. Scare him off more. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 ba-dum. Okay, just gotta keep paying attention to where I'm going on the map. So the other thing I'm playing at the moment, aside from this, whenever I don't have like roulettes and things to do or stuff that I can fill my time with, is playing Zenless Zone Zero now. I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Although the energy limit and the amount of stuff you need energy for seems even more restrictive than I remember it being in bloody Genshin. Yeah, that was it. He's not down here, although I thought he would be. But yeah, it seems like you barely get enough energy to do like one of the weekly things where you have to use all the, like you have to use 20,000 energy or something. Or whatever it is. It might just be 1,000 something in it. It's 1,000 or 10,000? I forget. But it just seems like you just barely get enough to do that. Because I missed it by like a day and a half yesterday. But aside from that, I am enjoying the game. Which I wasn't sure if I would. But there's also a lot of loading screens. The whole thing is like 90% loading screen. And that TV minigame thing. And it's fun when you're getting into combat. It feels very flary. It feels a good thing he's got that thing above his head. And it feels very flashy. The combat's very fast and responsive, but it also just feels very... I don't know. I hesitate to say shallow because I don't think it's shallow, but it feels more like style over substance. But I like it for that. You were conversing with Master Ropley. But wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship. It's about timing as well. Rhythm. And I like that sort of thing. Like the Batman thing. You know, in Arkham Asylum, we have to click the counter button. I like that kind of combat. You found him. Good, I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Ropley or not? Please, you needn't concern yourselves with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Curious cat. It's what we do. Besides, you look like you need a friend. A friend, cat. You're too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Just a crumb of despair. Before I came to Tuliolal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewellery maker in all of Uldar. Eshtaim's... Why the fuck? Eshtaim's Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking, mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet, as you witnessed, I lack the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Dramatic. All right then. You offered a morsel and then served us the full course. I remember that. It's basically, I didn't ask for your life story. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then you have experience with my predicament. Of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers. No. Well, when you put it that way, No. Nah. Nah. Nope. Ah, not me. I'm Wuklamat, third promise of Tuliolal. Daughter of the Dawn Servant. That's me. Oh, of course, you're a member of the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But what of you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? Nope. You can't measure your worth by success of others. I mean, that's correct. Doesn't stop me doing exactly that, though. Lots. How could I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards, no new commissions will be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Don't ask me. Looking back, 'twas my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft, as he did. I wonder if the French named guys, the Elysian, have accents, like French accents. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important. I guess Horschiffant didn't, did he? I don't think Imeric has a French name, does he? Does he? Is Imeric French? What is truly important? Shrug. Don't ask me. None of the Elysians sound French. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, see? Okay. Reaper it is. Okay, let's go. Oh, sorry, Rarakumo. I didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fontaine is giving himself another chance. Boop. What Clamat wonders how Fontaine is getting on. Are we going all the way? I can't help but wonder if Fontaine will follow through. Let's go see if he's actually gone to talk with Ropley. Ropley. I think it's Ropley. It wouldn't be Ropley because there's no E at the end, but I before E and all that. So, Oh, thank goodness. I don't have to lug her around with me anymore either. I can just go. Back over. Yay. Okay. We're doing good. It was kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I found my courage. Excellent. He's done it. That's the success music. Although it's so quiet. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behaviour. My name is Fontaine, and I am a goldsmith from Uldar, in faraway Eorzea. I realise this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practising my trade here in Wachimeki. If you will have me, I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. So that's what it was about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachimeki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. Yay, happy ending. Hopefully. I must thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. Actually, I'm a Reaper. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had that moment of much needed self-reflection. Thank you for the Reaper advice. Very welcome. The arrangements have been made. Come and meet me at the entrance of High Tide Harbour. I knew it. Boat. Of course, this is where the first dungeon goes, isn't it? The dungeon is the boat. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Ropley? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of a Wachimeki artisan. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Woodwicking. Well, good luck to you, Fontaine. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'd be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head to the harbour. Wouldn't want to keep Erenville waiting. Yay. Time to go do a dungeon. I think I'll do it as a trust, though. Because I want to do it as a trust. I always tend to do dungeons as trusts the first time I do them because I just want to experience them in full, properly, you know? Like... Oh, I should have taken the other way around. Up the stairs I go, so... Oh wait, no, there. There we go. I've been doing the first runs with trusts too, yeah. I just think it makes more sense too, because that way you get to experience it properly. And see the mechanics done. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? We know what the big plan is. Look there. That is my big plan. My big plan. That's his big plan. Oh, whoops. Yay! It's a boat. What is that? Oh, it's a manatee! It's a punitui. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? You're too skittish. They're gentle and timid creatures for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. The Hupunity Oh, the hupunity. First alpacas, now punituis. We are relying a lot on animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide then. Yay. She's right. The smile. And Alize just like staring at her with a smile. It's like, listen here, you little shit. Anyway. But did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat? Well, I took you for someone that was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Ugh. She's having a rough time of it. Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kozama Aqua rode these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessels see little use with Toral now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me the updrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. Fair enough. Which of these fine boats will we take then? You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Oh, we're all taking the same boat! Kona! Lamati. Travelling up the river, I presume. Seems that way. Does that mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. Dun dun dun. Oh, the boys! My friends. Well, it's been, not that long. Thancred, Oriange, what are you doing here? Hello, dads. Escorting a promise, the same as you. And now it's my turn. I'd heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the Studium. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the Scholarch, who arranged an introduction to these 2 gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Well, it's one of them anyway. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. So you've got 1 survivalist and 1 arcanist, I guess. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. When magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you 2, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job. A few. The nation of Tuliolal spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever we have striven to preserve peace. Where is our place if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavour. He's even more opaque than Oriange at times, but is surprisingly... That is quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Kana and Wuklamat are vying for the throne. As Kona's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all of his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kona, even if it means competing against our own comrades. Comrades. We intend to hold nothing back and expect you to do the same. I need to give his voice more sass. And we won't disappoint you. Oh, you know it. I've been waiting to go toe-to-toe with Thancred. Hell yeah. I thought you were taking a boat. Even if even you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. What did you call me? It's true that I can't stand boats, but I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. Oh, I saw. Look, she's embarrassed. Bet he'd be blushing. Leave the handling of the Punitui to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away, as far from the front of the boat as possible. Smack, smack. Gonna get punched. Then we shall remain on deck and stand guard. Although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville just in case. I'd like to stay on the deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to the proof. And I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Sounds good. Then Kryl will stand on guard with Rarakumo. God, imagine if his name all along had been pronounced Rarakumo instead of Rarakumo, just Rarakumo. How much of a mindfuck would that be? I'll keep Erenville company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alphino. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. Then I shall endeavour to provide aid where it is needed. I would hope so. We don't have a healer otherwise. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Hell yeah. Let's go smack things. Yep, even Wooklamat's ready. Pumped up. Let the hunt begin. Okay. Right. Let's get going. Okay. Who we taking? Form party. Right, so basically we're kind of strapped for characters to take, I guess. Bum 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 ba-dum, bum bum bum. Oh, Wooklamat can also be damage. Cool. And so can Alphino, I guess. Poor Kryl is just now the Pictomancer. Okay, well, this is as good as it's gonna get. Boop. Huzzah. Right, so this one I knew about, because this was like the one they showed off at the cons and whatnot, so. Granted, I don't know the context, I just know we're on a boat. I mean, if we're behind them, we're probably okay. As long as they don't go, like, throwing anything back here at us. Or dropping bombs over the side of the boat. It's kind of nice, though. Nice scenery. I like it. There was a boat like ours up ahead. Could it be Zoralja? Oh gods, is it Bakul Jaja? Forget who else is on the river right now. We have company. Yay. Oh no. Why is Elise fighting one? Oh well. You have to excuse me. I know that my rotation and whatnot is not what's meant to be, so don't judge, please. Oh right, she's protecting the bun, right. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, I know that my rotation and everything else is off, so I don't know. I don't raid. But if this is the entire, like, one of the complaints I heard was that the first dungeon was dull. So if this is the entire dungeon, then I can see why people... Oh, fish. I can see why people were complaining. But, I mean, the scenery is nice. Don't worry about it. Okay. I won't worry about it then. Let's pull a Wookiee Wook-evu. Forgot to do that. Just not worry about it whatsoever. Not think about it afterwards. Because honestly, who has time to think about things in this day and age? Not me. Well, they're saying that. I'm still thinking about when the Dialtown DLC comes out. I'm still looking forward to playing that. Because it was meant to come out. No, this isn't it. Okay. Rain! Dum-ba-dum. Oh, it is Bakul Jaja. Be ready for anything. Okay. I knew it. Oh, I thought we were going to crash. I thought we were just going to straight up. Hi, Bakul Jaja. Come closer. We have something for you. A gift. Courtesy of the blessed siblings. Oh, okay. I mean... meh. I mean, I was scared for a second, but... honestly... But no, this isn't it. Okay. Then I will remember that too. And I will look forward to whatever comes next. Boop. Communio! At least she doesn't run all over the place while tanking the mobs like a bunch of other tanks do. Including myself sometimes. But then again, there's also no AoE, so... I'd be a little bit more worried if there was. It's not going to plan, we'll just have to improvise. By doing what? Oh no, the harness! See you upriver! If you make it that far. Crippling our boat was a cowardly move. Doesn't really seem crippled yet. Erenville, we're losing speed. I can't command the Punitui like this. Okay. And we're done. Won't be going anywhere until we can make repairs. So I guess... hey, yay. Okay. I thought for a second I was just going to jump off the edge of the boat. I was worried. Okay, boss time. I forgot that was a thing for a second. I thought we were just going to end up sailing the entire way. And fighting them on the boat. The mother of old Punitui. Angry at us. For trapping her child. Ow. There's a very large Punitui. Gonna just move aside. Don't get caught in it. Well, thankfully, I'm not stupid enough to get caught in. Ah! Okay, never mind. I said immediately before getting caught in something, probably. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm good. It's kind of cute, though. Let's face it. I kind of like it. A little bit. Just a giant manatee. It is a manatee, isn't it? I'm sure it's a manatee. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. Well, guess I'll just aim this way. Whew. That's a cool mechanic. I'm still sure that Alphino's voice has gotten deeper. sure of it, personally. Maybe I need to go back and listen to him again. So move those 2 keys. But yeah, I'm going to go back and actually listen to a recording of him at some point. Or, you know, just whatever moment I have of his that's I can find that's worth listening to and see if I'm correct. And if I'm not, I'll feel stupid, but I have to sate my own curiosity. Communio. It's a good thing we've got Alphino here. River's Breath, Sandals of Casting. I'm really psyched though to be like up against Thancred and Urianger. I figured that was going to be the plot. I figured that was going to happen, but I'm really looking forward to it. Like I love allies challenging each other. Not in the same like Vegeta way, but in like an actual friends fighting each other as like a friendly competition kind of thing. Like that's my favorite sort of competition. That's my favorite sort of friendship. The ones that challenge each other. What, EB? Why the face? If it's because I'm forgetting to put up Death's design, then yes, I know. I never said I was good at what I did. You're shushing. Uh-huh. Sushi-ing. Sushi-biakoing. Yoop. See, abilities like that you're meant to use before you get into combat, ideally. Or I remember to use them when I'm in combat, but like during downtime phases. But then when I'm actually supposed to use it out of combat to charge it and get it ready for the next combat, I always forget to do that. There. It's my turn. Who was it that said... What was it? Oh. Or was it... Is it another game I'm thinking of? Oh, it was. I'm thinking of Final Fantasy 15. When I think it was Prompto was like, "Hi there, opening," or something. Yay. Hey, they put in a ladder animation. This is new. Of course, I'm being smothered by 2 others, but hey. Hey, it's you 2. What strange happenstance. Hath some misfortune befallen thy vessel? You love Prompt. Of course you do. Oh, apologies, friends. Seems you'll be taking the long way round. Wow. Dick move. Such cheek. Stupid idiot blondie twink. Exactly. That is Prompto in fullest. What the hell? Oh, cool. Mimiclot. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, look how gross it is. I like it. It's like characters made out of JAQK. Awesome. That's actually a really cool aesthetic. Holy shit. I love that. Seriously, I wish we could get auras like this. It's like... Oh, it reminds me of... Oh shit, what's it called? City of Heroes. Look at that. That's so cool. He's dead. I don't need any of the stuff in these boxes, but I'm going to take it anyway. They're cool too. They like big anteaters. Oh, did you sleep well, Smooth? I hope you slept. Or have you had some lunch at least? They're pangolins, not Oh! Okay. Well, that was close. Probably. They're basically just anteaters with fancy names. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-bum. I have to say, Reaper's, what's it called? In Shroud form, is still one of the coolest things. Even on a Lalafell, it looks so cool. I love how that looks. It's edgy as fuck. And I love it. Oh well. It's just, I love the red. We can't sneak by, can we? Let's try. Not likely. Just go around here. Nope. Okay, well, we could have done. Wooklamat, hello? Never mind, I guess. Fuck. Chill. Yeah, I know, EB, I know. But it still doesn't change the fact that she literally charged the sleeping monster. Drowsy dance. So she did the same. Oh, I'm coming from below. What's coming from below? Oh. Oh. Okay. Where am I gonna stand? Oh, I'm tiny. Ha! I can fit here. I'm fine. Drowsy's dance invigorates the roots. Oh, now they're going to be bigger. Oh, that's not good. Watch which way the roots are facing. Okay, there we go. I'm good. Ah! Oh, it's another one of these fights. I see. Basically, it's just going to get more and more difficult to find a place to spot because he's going to go in different angles and they're going to have little tiny chunks, like a very tiny pie chart. And now we get mimics. We're going to get loads of tiny ones. We are going to get loads of little tiny ones. Picnic time. Why picnic time? They look like gummies. They look like little gummy figures. But like the good kind of gummies, not like the giant gummy bears. You know, the ones that like are in cardboard that don't actually seal properly. And they're like there for the novelty more than anything. You wouldn't actually eat them because they taste like NyQuil. And I'm forgetting to put my death's design up. Anyone that actually wants to come and watch and then sees this is just going to grimace. Whatever Reaper mains are still out there. Oh, fuck it. Oh, nope. Oh, fuck it. It's picnic time when stream suddenly has issues. Oh, is that what's happened? Oh no. Ah, shit. Oh, bollocks. Ah. Okay, I just got flattened. That sucks. Did they? Oh, they learnt. Okay, so now the teleports take you straight back to the boss that you failed at. Okay. Because before they took you back to like the last boss you beat, which was horribly, horribly inconvenient. I don't know why they've not changed that yet. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, no. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, there was a lot of delay. That's what I was thinking. You might have to refresh. Okay, nope. Just gonna come over here and then smack them all with this. I can't believe I wasted my LB3 as well, my LB as well. Damn it. Right, this time I'm actually going to pay attention. And not just assume I can just run wherever the hell I want. Or stand wherever the hell I want. But that means I'm relying on you, Wuklamat. You can protect me, can't you, please? Standing in the gap. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna stand with Cryle instead. I should have turned down the size of my bloody... There we go. Okay. I really should have turned down the size of my name tags, but I think I'm running it at like 4K definition, Ultra HD, and that makes everything big by default for some reason. So I can't make the names any smaller. Which kind of sucks, because I don't like them overlapping. Because the names are bigger than I am. Okay. And I keep pressing the wrong button, because of course I do. Because I've got enough stuff to use a stupid side attack and then forget that I'm not meant to be using the side attack, I'm meant to be using the other side attack. That's fine. So I'm wondering if we're going to actually see any of the Final Fantasy IX stuff in here. Not specifically in here, but in the expansion in general. But I keep expecting to see references to things that I might not have otherwise recognised in the dungeons. And I... You know, sometimes you do, like Quetzalcoatl, whatever it was called. Quetzalcoatl. Oh dear. Oh no. Hey, we saw some of those in the, in one of the Ancients things. In Amarot. See much, but you're halfway through. Okay. Well, hopefully... I'm hoping, anyway. Just be nice to see things that I've not otherwise recognised, or that I could pinpoint. Trying not to miss too much of the stream on your game since you're playing right. That's fair. It's fair. Enjoy you heart Ironville. Yeah, of course you do. It's because he's a twink. And I know how you feel. Who killed that? Did I kill that? Did Kryl kill that? Pictomancer's broken? Ooh. He has the attitude. So you like him for his attitude? Species of Vilekin. No, it was a giant mantis. That's what it was. And because, yeah, exactly. Exactly my thought. I mean, I'm not going to blame you for it. He is pretty. Is there a way to turn off the not yet ready text thing? Because all I do is just spam the button until it goes up. And that's all I've ever done, and I'm just now realizing it looking at the screen that I'm tapping it and it's going, nope, can't use that yet. Like, I don't care, I just press the button over and over again. The attitude helps a lot. You just love a guy with attitude. A sort of, I'm too cool to be here, I'm too cool for you people kind of attitude. Which, let's face it, is what he has. Display recast time Aramis. Oh, thank you. Okay. I will do that after this. You don't think it counts as spoilers, so you'll tell me what made you say, I heart Erenville. Okay. What? Is she just, like, killing them with the, like, a meteor cast or something? Alright, last boss. That's a giant mantis. And it reminds me of Emerald Weapon. I love it. Apex Predator, Apollyon. You mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. Aw. Man, that looks cool though. That's a big, cool looking bug. It's like Emerald Weapon, but bug form. Emerald Buggin. You know you like cool bugs. Well, what do you think of this one then? An Abaddon. I don't know. What's an Abaddon? I mean, it's a big bug. That's all I know. Wild beasts emerge to defend their territory. But the pumas are attacking Highwind. How? Late game looking mantises. Oh! Okay. Feeding on the beast has strengthened his wing beats. That's not a good sign. Oh shit. Oh dear. Okay. Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me. Okay. This is going to end badly, isn't it? Nope. Gonna just run over here. I love this boss though. It's based on the Abaddon enemy from Final Fantasy IX. Cool. So there's the Final Fantasy IX reference I was looking for. Strengthen his scything forearms. Oh dear. Good luck. Oh shit. I mean, it's not a difficult fight, I know that, but I still think it's a cool fight. I like this. Oh shit. Oh, it's moving. Ah, shit. Let's just move together. Okay. Now we separate. Okay. You hate the Welder thing. Yeah, that kind of threw me off because I'm never a good judge for the actual location of it. Oh shit. There we go. I'm fine, I think. Hitting the wrong button. And I could have limit braked a while ago, but I forgot. Okay. Nice! Cool boss fight, though. Maybe it was a Vilekin. Is that a Vilekin? That was a good fight. I liked it. Oh, Vilekin are insects and the like. Okay, I thought Vilekin were, oh, I'm thinking of Voidkin, or whatever it is. Don't need any of these things, but hey. But I got XP. Void Scent, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Void Scent. I forgot Vilekin and Void Scent were different. It's okay.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
He. That was a good dungeon. I liked it. Oh. I was worried we might not catch up to you. That was a weird transition between voiced and not voiced. Those caverns you traversed were dug by the JAQK in their search for gold. Remnants of their excavations can be found throughout this region. While I appreciate the lesson, oh wise guide, are we landing this boat anytime soon? Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you need only look ahead. Forge ahead. And then we get sprayed. The falls were impressive enough from a distance, but it's almost too much now. I'm gonna drown standing here. Yes, amazing. No, please let me off. We've been to some waterfalls in places like Austria before, and they were always a beautiful sight. But it is very, very striking just how quickly you get completely soaked just by standing in the vicinity. Are you... Oh, you're not alright. Hardcore ether sickness. Or, you know, just seasickness. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There is a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Wicklamat? We can rest along the way too. Damn it all. A promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. Shrug. We all get seasick. It's fine. Wet little meow meow. Aw. Wooklamat. Kryl with mum wisdom. Or not. Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on. I'll follow. Very well, but if I might say one thing. Say it. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone. So please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But Kryl, Daw. It's okay. And there it goes, melting through my forehead again. Everyone's allowed to be weak sometimes. Leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. Even I do it from time to time. You as well, Rarakumo. Not often, but it happens. Not everyone can be as good as me. I've always believed this to be my problem alone, but perhaps you have the right of it. Probably. Surprised there wasn't an Erinville nod there, but he'd probably just, like, stare. Alright, I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. We'll be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. It's very chill when the music starts, just doing the low-key acoustic. I've long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting, that admitting to weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up to the others. Okay. Now we can go and get... Oh yeah, we're on the other side of thingy now, aren't we? That was quick. We're usually not on the other side of a place until like halfway through the expansion. Like, how long did it take us to get to the other side of Thavnair? I think it was like level 85, wasn't it? And what is the level of this? Level 91, so I could probably... 90... Yeah, so we're ahead of the curve on that one. I mean, hell, even going back to the Fringes? Was it the Fringes in Stormblood? You were like level 80... level 65 around then too, weren't you? Before you got to do the whole bridge thing. Viper. Switch to Viper. I've heard they're making Viper easier, and I'm worried because it's already super easy. 85, that's what Vanaspati... Yeah, that's right, yeah. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. Then let's settle in. We'll need a cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done. Thank you for cooking for us again, Erinville.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in XIV, a village in JAQK, but I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love.
Good man.
One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything. I've lived such a sheltered life, yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado, not fit to bear my title.
You can't measure your worth by the success of others. Didn't we already cover this? Because you can't. Although it's hard not to compare sometimes.
Don't compare myself to my siblings, you mean? I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making.
I was thinking the same thing, Evie.
I will find a city of gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat, but you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
I'm really glad Kryl gets more to do this time.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Aww. She's always been one of my favorites. There. Kryl, I mean. He's proud of his sister. Meanwhile, in the Second Promises camp.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Kind of plays cool, but he's a softie. Oh.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Nay, there is no need for that.
Bookworm.
But what of you two? Wuklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it.
Or are we?
Unless, of course, it is a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alizé on her rear.
Yeah, let's see you do that to me.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
Yugi Jojo ass motherfucker.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Baldessian. And then, there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If he's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us.
Damn right.
Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray.
Reminder.
Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better. And I will be the man to change it.
Yeah, I remember. And he was bad at it.
Well, it's a start.
But he might actually be playing for real now.
Experiences on this journey. All the things you'll hear and feel and think will help you refine that approach.
He said the thing.
But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory.
The head nod. Yeah?
The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawntrail, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Someone's going to end up trying to steal them. Meanwhile, with the first promise, I wonder who indeed. I mean, actually, it could be either one of these two. Or technically three.
Still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head.
Just who? I can't imagine.
Only ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn's servant.
God, the gold
Such
looks so
titles
good.
Mean nothing. I neglected to mention, when I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history.
Interesting.
If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it.
Uh-huh.
Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside after all.
Ooh, don't like that.
And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer. In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception.
Don't like that.
What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
What? Twitchy eyes. What's it called when the audience knows something about, like, if they're watching a theater presentation, and the audience knows something that that the rest of the characters don't? It's like a type of irony.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all.
I wonder if the house cat is dead yet.
Nope, we're fine.
Be ashamed to lose a plaything, but we'd still have two more.
Dramatic irony, okay.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliolal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority.
Oh, okay. So he's just an asshole. I mean,
would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea. Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle.
Gonna bang both their heads together.
Do it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind.
My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
Well, you know, props to him.
But I followed the teachings. Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind. I'm begging you.
I mean, props to him. I thought he was just gonna kill him for being weak. But if he's willing to just leave him there, then, I mean, there's like... there's that, I guess. He didn't just outright say, nope, you're dead because you're weak. Being able to say those things has brought me such relief. It's like a stone has been lifted off my chest, and I can take a full breath at last. I don't want to encumber myself like that again. I want to be better. I will be better. For myself and my people. Ba-doo-ba-doo. Ba-doo-ba-boo. Yay. Okay. Promise for the people. Completely unrelated, but you play this rhythm game, yeah? What rhythm game? It's not Muse Dash, is it? The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road we'll be taking is a favoured hunting ground for bandits. Soon we'll stop down and left. Nah. With the stairs currently impassable, there'll be fewer travellers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although, considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Project Sekai and Hatsune Miku, colourful stage, okay. Bandits on the road? What have Zoralgia and the Landsguard been doing? Seems it's up to me to restore order to the area. I'll leave a daily bonus and look at the new stuff. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. What news stuff has occurred, Ebi? 2 songs are getting removed. I looked up why. The composer got arrested. Oh dear. Well. Were they famous songs or? The attempted murder of his teenage girlfriend. Jesus Christ. Eesh. And yet Dragon's Quest music is still there. Wait, what happened to... What's wrong with the Dragon Quest music? Is that something I've not heard about? Is that something I should question? Still, well, I can see why they're removing it. God. Okay. Well, where are these bandits? A Japanese World War II apologist and generally not a good person. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay. That's, not great. Yeah. Yeah, but see, he didn't get arrested. I mean, fair. Ugh. Apparently, they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is a little farther ahead, on the opposite bank of JAQK Zoma. But let's remain vigilant all the same. Doo. It's nice up here, though. Ether current. Level 95 MSQ has you collecting shit, literally. There's been a couple of quests like... Whoops. I forgot to turn it down. There's been a couple of quests like that, though, hasn't there? Side quests, especially. I'm sure there have been at least a few involving coffee. Or coffee beans that you dig out of shit. So, yeah. A leaking work pot. Coffee beans, you dig out of shit. Like that. Basically, yeah, it's how a lot of fancy coffee is made. Fancy coffee beans, anyway. It's like they get different animals to eat them, and then they just digest them and shit them out. And then they collect them and wash them off and grind them, and that's how you make the coffee. That's how you get the coffee. It's quite expensive coffee, too. Oh, quite literally collecting feces. Okay. Well, I mean, I did a couple of those in Charlian as well, but not during the MSQ. This is it. The village where the Lay of Pots from the Tuliolal saga took place. Earthenshire. Idleshire. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? Successfully collected. Boop. The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. This shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the other is a repurposed town. But then think about was it the no, I was thinking of the kobolds.
Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and his retinue?
That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. Oh, they've got sound effects.
You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. JAQK is the Elector you seek.
Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat.
As much as Redrock would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our villages shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks in our brain cases. Many help hands from the Potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or metal tests.
By the way, when you're outside the settlement, keep an ear out for the instruments used. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Those who really like weed. Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide the Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tural. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. People who sweat by pot to cure any illness. Gross. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Wachimeki. People who swear by pot to cure. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was confused. Ow. You see? The Potsworn desert us. Without enough help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the pot pact. The lazy way it flies in and just bunk. Should all our Potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt.
We have to do something, and do it soon. Yes.
Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me a chance to learn more about your people and the village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't... Oh, thank you, EB. I want to put the ad thing on in a minute and then go and get some food anyway. So, or at least bring my plate of wraps in. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. I could use a nap. Yeah, I could. What Rarakuma means to say is that we'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. I don't know. I was hoping you'd feel that way. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own. You ate all 3 of your tacos over 3 hours ago. Well, I've got 2 soft tacos and 2 wraps waiting for me, so I'm gonna eat them. Bring them in.
We'll take every help hand we can get. Rigorok truth swears that once the Potsworn have the perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rakarok.
Thumbs up. D.
You are the 4. Follow Rigorok. There are other help hands in need of help hand lending. Gobby booms.
I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength. No more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. and I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Yay. Thumbs up. Or not. Now, let's find this Rakarok fellow, or Rakorok fellow, and see what we can do for him. Doom, boom, boom. Okay, right. I'm going to go get my wraps and do a quick injection, and I'll put the thing on to do the thing. And I'll be back shortly. So, see you in a little bit, everyone. And here we go. Ah, I'm back. I forgot that I decided to put that seasoning, the spicy seasoning I said about earlier, on the soft tacos specifically. And now my mouth is on fire. I always forgot. And now I can't taste anything. I would if I could, EB. Oh. Why? Why the shame bear? Watch as it sadly slides down. Anyway. Email you a soft taco. It's only fish. It's only tuna. Tuna mayo tacos. With spinach and spring onion and cucumber. I didn't think any of those were your kind of thing. But, you know, if tuna mayo tacos are your kind of thing, then I will share them. With or without the spice. They aren't, but you're hungry. I mean, that's fair. When there are no other choices, take what you can get. Mail them to you. Yeah, well, true. But Smooth is in dire need of actual food. Okay, we're already level 92. Fair enough. Back to Reaper it is then. I looked you in the non-sub gulag. Shouldn't you still have the follower emotes though? I thought you still had follower emotes. I thought you could still use sad, or is sad not on the follower emotes? In which case, I need to change that. I don't know why ever crying isn't one. That's annoying. Why is that not one? Also, I think that mods should get automatic access to them, at least in streams. It doesn't seem fair that you don't. It doesn't seem fair that you don't get that and you're a mod. I don't like that. But then maybe, I guess, they worry that everyone could use them. I may as well just change out for the death one, yeah. I'll do that next time. So you can have sad back again. What was I good at? There we go. Reaper.
Rockorock can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken and the pots are emptying.
Angry, Gasp, Dread, Rip, and Victory are available. And I think the Victory one is the old Victory one that looked like it had fleas, isn't it? The one with the dark sparkles instead of the light sparkles. Oh no, it is the light one. Okay, never mind. Oh good, okay. Well, I'll switch to, I'll take Rip out and put the sad one back. I don't know why I thought Rip. I think it was because I was doing Bloodborne and, I think I was doing Bloodborne at the time, so it seemed more appropriate. Oh well. Anyway.
You come to aid Rockorock? Rockorock accepts your hand-lending with joyous feel smiles. If we can offer the Potswan their promised good living, we might save the day yet.
Whatever you need. And whatever you say. Or he needs help learning about the Potswan problem.
What Rockorock needs is for new help hands to create good living for Potswan Kahi. The help hand assigned to Kahi was hurt during the rock rain, so Rockorock took over. But he knows nothing of Kahi. What does Kahi want? What does Kahi need? Help hands do not bother the Potswan with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guess think. Please guess think with Rockorock. Please find out what Kahi is lacking, so we can provide it.
You can count on us. Okay. This is what Kahi works, is it? This was a bad time to start trying to get food. Let's take a peek inside then. Especially if I'm going to be having to do the goblin bit. that must be Kahi. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him. That's not the way they do things around here, apparently. Goblin eating chips under its mask. Salt and vinegar ones at that. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guest think. Inspect the workshop. You may move the camera. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, to be a moblin eating chips. Right. What a life that would be. The best kind. The mask is full of chips and it's eating its way to freedom. That's what all the is. It's just the crunch. Kai? You must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How can anyone work in that stifling heat? Untouched meal. Oh, it looks like a good meal. He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savour. It looks like a good meal though. Look at it. Like an egg on some tomato saucy stuff. Like a stew. Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. What else could be missing? Not on that side. No more pots. Pots aren't needed. Hey, the job stones! The job crystals, rather. That was the... This must have been the screenshot they used in, what's it called? In the job action trailer. This is like the screenshot they used. Or the... Not screenshot. Little animation that they used to introduce the video. Worn goldsmithing tools. Someone had their AC break twice in the beginning of July in 1 week. Let me tell you, you can't get shit done in a room like that. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones? Yes, I think so. Ugh. Alright, after taking a good look, I have an idea of what things Kahi might want to improve his working conditions. Got so hot in your house that your stick of deodorant melted. That's terrifying. And gross. Also a good reason to use spray, I guess. Ah. Let's head out back outside and talk to Rakarok. I really should have added spice to all these things. It gives the wraps a kick.
You made your observations? What did you guess think?
First off, I noticed Kahi hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking. But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? Jack, I should have hurt my guts more, Panda. It's good! It has like a citrusy, spicy taste. It's very mouth-pleasing.
Why wouldn't I want to eat it? Ah, but Rakarok is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahi's tastes.
I can help you with that. My brother Kona is also Hetsaro. And while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kahi probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down. And by the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature.
Rakarok would never have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook?
Not at all, but I don't think that was the only reason Kahi couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahi seemed to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop?
Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze.
Do you know where we can get one of those?
You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. There are many old boats there, but abandoned by those who gave up in their search for the Golden City.
So we salvaged them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Rarakumo? If I must. Yay. Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kahi's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order.
Ha! Rakarok was too preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help hand's responsibility.
Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done.
The shoals of no return are past the crags through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village.
Got it. Leave it to me. I do busy work good. To be fair, most things in Final Fantasy XIV have overly dramatic names. Aside from, there's a place in, nope, not Hingashi, Norvrent, and then Armoreng. It's not the Inner Journey's feet. I think I know the right place. Our Lady's Feet. That was what I was thinking of. Who the hell named that place and why? I'm curious. Who was put in charge there? To stop taking bites just before cutscenes. The least dramatic location name. First Dicastrial Observatorium of Ethereal and Astrological Phenomena. I mean, it's descriptive at least. You're Rarakumo, aren't you? So don't just start calling him Rarakumo to start fucking with people. What brings you out here? That's how he pronounces it now, Rarakumo. Ah, the issue with caring for the pot swan. When they approached me with the same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlie instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed after all. As they know, I've worked there too. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending to the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Urianger, in fact. Settlements in Kozama Uka too. Ukwa, even. Kozama Ukwa have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would they have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn Servant, one of my first acts will be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. When I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. It's kind of like he's starting to get a little bit obsessed. I mean, I understand it, but that's his whole thing. But at the same time, he's relying a lot on Charlian stuff. My apologies, I have much to consider. If you will excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Rarakumo. You spot the tunnel opening. Head through the passage of the Shoals of No Return and recover the drafty shard. Okay. What was that? There. Okay. No, that wasn't it. All the way down there. So... over here? Yeah, over here, I think. It's a good thing you can't see my cheeks expand as I try to stuff an entire half of a wrap into it. Leave the current. Shush, smooth. Bright green wind crystal. Don't go taking any of my quotes out of context. There we go. I knew it. Because we all know that green means wind. Yeah. Look at that cake. Got a grimace booty on him. Gonna make McNuggies out of him. Anyway. I think we're good to go with the wind crystal. Rock, here we go.
Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels?
The brisk breeze emanating from this wind crystal can be used to fill sails or cool stuffy workshops. You eat nectarine to tide over hunger. Poor EB, you have nothing more filling than nectarine. Okay. Little dance.
Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will now add it to the new set of tools he brought.
Not until dinner time. It's almost dinner time. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetsuro, and it's on its way even as we speak. Good. Let's go in and see what Kahi thinks of our efforts. Looks rejuvenated. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. I am grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of a potsworn. Oh, that's nice. Nice little bowl. I can put fruit in there. Oh, it's an oil lamp, okay. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volok Shunsa. The craftsmanship satisfied Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust.
Such luster, such brilliance. Truly a gift fit for the Dawn Servant.
I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted until now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill after all. I would have probably gotten him an ice crystal as well. That way you have like AC. If you put it over the other side of the room, and you've got the wind doing the oh shit, but then it would meet the hot air from the furnace and probably become a tornado. Never mind. Or I don't know, something like that. I don't know how air pressure works and how weather stuff works, but I'm pretty sure when cool air meets warm air, bad things happen. And you don't want that happening in the workshop. But also, if it's just hot air being blown around, then it's not going to do very much. I'm just saying. Forgive my interruption. Lamati, I am told that the Electra has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with the feat. That's great news. Thanks to you for letting us know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kozama Ukwa's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlian goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Tuliolal, unfortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Herzero, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Tural's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Herzero? I have few fond memories of nomadic life. Curious.
Ragnarok is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guest think. When it comes to help handing, knowing the potsworn really is important.
Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. Ooh. Konat has the details to share concerning the forthcoming feat of pots, which we've already heard. The elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. I also ran into the Leveilleur twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. Thank you, Kona. I bet none of the others would be that helpful. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know a feat is starting, but even now he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Rederick waiting. Yeah, the difference is he's not a jerk. He's just a dude who has a plan for his dawn ship. So at least he's cool. Even if he does know what he wants to do.
Frederick thanks you for assisting Help Hand Ragnarok. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer.
I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the potsworn to stay. How did you fare? I keep expecting voiced cutscenes. So you managed to do the same. Splendid. See, any of these sorts of cutscenes that they could do with having be voiced. Come on, Yoshi P, what you doing?
Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossings and the new potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Geralja! He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebble stones. A resilient son for Dawn Servant.
Geralja was clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Well, 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 we meet again. Oh, Biff. Hiya. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine it.
Claimants, your attention please. As Rederick has explained, many of our potsworn left us following the storm.
Rederick, even.
The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliolal merchants will suffer. So, Rederick, brings you this feat, Rigorock even, brings you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever-hand goldsmith to bring back here to us.
So we're to recruit new Potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of Pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne?
You are free to refuse Rigorock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zoralja's disqualification.
The right is a means to an end. The steps we take there to get there are not important.
Then Rigorock declares the feat of Pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps.
So basically, don't lie to anyone. Seems simple enough. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. See, I knew it. I knew he'd do his dumb laugh. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. Yeah. That nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did the river. But we can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wooklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? I know some artisans among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliolal to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Beef butt Jaja. Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around Wachimeki. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliolal it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? Oh. No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burdens, so I will speak plainly. The big reveal. The truth is, I get really sick on boats. Aw, I never would have guessed. This is news to me. I'm stunned. Uklamat, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit, in any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading down river will be much smoother. Fuck, I choked. Oh, the cat eyes. The big sad cat eyes. God, it's like the actual sad cat meme. Oh no. Look at her. Just turn it a little bit like... Oh. Just turn the whole image just a little bit to the right. And you can just totally picture it, can't you? And it's just... I want to just... Oh, I don't think I can. Can I? Yeah, look, can you... Just stick it on the sad cat meme. And it's the same face. Anyway. Oh. Is this exactly it? I knew it! Ah, trust Shenpai. Oh, cute. Good. Very good. Good. It's exactly that. I'm positive, mostly. Poor Wooklamat. Of course, I guess that means we have to sail back with her. Oh wait, maybe not. Ugh, I need a moment. Upriver or downriver. Ukhui Katumu is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd rather not set foot on boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a pot swan. Let's go. And this time I don't need to drag her with me, so I can run and use whatever means I need to. Sadly, I can't mount. Okay. I think I'm still just quicker going running there. Anyway. I really wish I had added the spicy seasoning to these wraps. The tacos were so much better. Anyway. The wraps are just kind of limp and a bit gross. Because I guess all the tuna stuff kind of came out of them. The tuna liquid. Or the liquid that makes tuna mayo into mayo. Tuna mayo. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachimeki Meki? I always have to take a second go at that. You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favour to ask. Huh. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing who would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? What of that Elysian man who just started working here? Might be good. You might enjoy it. Get treated like a prince. You mean Fontaine? Fontaine! He did say he was employed at some fancy jewellery store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the pot swan are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find Fontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal over at Shabalyav Tie. Ta. Maybe we should go and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. Ding. Okay. Right, let's go see a man about a pot. No pots! I guess kobolds are the ones that said no pots last time, not goblins. So why are goblins the ones with the pot thing? That's what I don't understand. Why the crossover? Why the obsession with them? actually think I prefer the... Do I prefer the evening music? I don't know. The big band music during the day is great. But this is just smooth. It's just nice to lean back and listen to. Oh, Rarakumo, you're here too. The third promise said she wanted to chat. I just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? Yeah, see, I knew you'd pop in. Last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I wasn't I? A lost soul. Until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming. And for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So, what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you've settled in. But I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the right of succession. I need to bring in a new potsworn to Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachimeki, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, third promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say I am now an official subject of Tuliolal. I've since endeavoured to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when the Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wished to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolan that I wish you to win the throne. I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Fontaine, thank you. Yay! I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me, I'm the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Not... kind of, I guess. I'd probably still go and do it together, though, because you should still say thank you to Ropley. For getting him to there in the first place, you know? Perhaps you remember me. Brook Evu, owner of Zebalyavtier? I'd like a word, if you don't mind. You're Wuk-Lamat's ally from across the Salt, right? And a hero of some renown, too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Rule quests. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Rule quests. What are rule quests? Oh, roll quests. I forgot all about roll quests, to be honest. I often end up not bothering with them until, like, I'm max level or whatever, so... Let's just go and help Wuk-Lamat. There we go. Okay. I'm on the way. Back over to the Wachimeki, so that I can continue and be done with this. I think I'm going to get the next keystone, and we'll call it there for the evening. Which doesn't feel like I've done a lot, but oh well. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but Fontaine has agreed to sign the Pot Pact, yes? While it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith, to have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honour for the Wachimeki. That's true, I did get two. I appreciate your understanding. You'd be too hangry to type goodly. It's true. Ibi is starving. Of course, if you happen to know any other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. Me? Oh yeah, I can do that. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home in Tuliolal. Come back to us if the moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachumeki. She can do Siege Seymour Flux. That doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good. Of course, whenever I read Seymour now, I know who you're talking about, but I just think hams. Feed Evie some steamed hams. A casual filter boss from X. It's X. What became of Fontaine? Were you able to find him? Oh, from 10, I see. And we did, and he agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall see you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win this contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Wuklammat needs to pay a visit to the palace. Okay. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass the time however you like, I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. Okay. The gear's catching up quickly, isn't it? Oh, I guess the gear always did catch up by level 60, XIV, didn't it? So that's not unusual. By the time you got to XIV in any expansion, you always ended up ready to wear the next set of gear. To the forward cabins. Okay. Ba-doo. Welcome back, sir. You've had a Landsguard message most anxiously waiting on your return. Rarakuma of the Third Promise's entourage. I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gate guard stationed outside Sunperch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wuklammat. Are we going to fight? Is he going to fight us? Is this going to be our battle? So it's not just going to be Justinian fighting him. We're going to have a challenge of our own. I hope it's going to be it. Little tiny legs ascending the stairs. Yay, I knew it. I knew it. Instance time. The Dawn servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Okay. Sounds good to me. Although I should have gone as a tank. Damn it. Huh.
Forgive me these sordid sermons.
When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Knew it.
And they call me head of
The tiny smile. He knows.
old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne.
Then I doubt I'll quote-unquote win.
And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wilter, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland.
Uh-huh.
Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Well, I can't let Xenos down, can I? Why don't we find out? Xenos, be proud.
A spirited answer. Why not indeed?
Hell yeah.
The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies.
Huh.
Come, ready your arms, and show me the truth of the tales.
It's moments like this that I love. Hey. When my forehead isn't bulging out of my bandana.
Give it your all. I want to fight to remember. Let's test the waters. Didn't even blink.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I see you down the Viper.
Did they just assume that everyone would be playing Viper? Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Okay, well. Yeah, did they just assume that everyone would be playing Viper? Because I assure you, sir, I am not being the Viper man right now. Ah.
Resolve and listen, King. All right.
Only gives that dialogue if you unlocked Viper. Oh, I see. Oh shit. Hearing the song in the background is so much better.
Did you think you had my measure?
No, but I think you're old. Oh shit. Okay. So don't stand anywhere. Ow. That could result in me getting hurt like that. Ah, okay. Move to this side. Okay, and stand on this side. Oh, I don't like it when they say that. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Okay, got it that time. Oh shit. Okay, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm fine. Whew. Right, don't stand there. I'm fine here. Let's move here. It's basically just the... Oh shit. It's basically just the, the Durante move. That was it. It's fine. I love these solo fights though. They're always so fun with different mechanics, especially bloody Xenos' fight, and it sucks that you can't do it again. Okay. Shit. Okay, so, nope, nope, nope. Oh, fuck. Okay. Huh. Yay, action! Yay. Ha! Recognition.
You've shown me more than enough.
God, I love stuff like that.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it.
Little old me.
Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Torn from the heavens. The wall theme.
confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father.
Sure, Daddy.
Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether he be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
She's young but has potential. I think. Personally. But needs advisors.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking.
Some more than others.
This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one.
Problem is,
And
most
if
of them aren't
thou
learning
hast
anything.
impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
Jar Jar won't like that.
As a parent, I pray that
Back
my
cool, I mean.
children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and being loved in turn. Guide Lamachi as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
Oh. There's a lot of lessons and quotes there that sort of mirror.
I knew it.
Oh. Hello. We were just fighting.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
No. Nothing that lewd.
I see there is no point in denying it.
Don't tell her. God.
You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I still could have taken you. I'm just saying.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Well, I had fun. Call me. You know, next time you want to battle.
Watch
Wink, wink.
over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
I can't tell if he's talking to his other head, or if he's just giving exposition for our sake. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zorulja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. Hell yeah. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else of you? Just a sparring partner. Well, that's all it was. Yep, that's all it was. That's all you need to know. Wuklamat thinks it's time to gather allies for the road ahead. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Forard cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? And I think, with that, I'm going to call it there for now. So thanks everyone for coming out and hanging out with me. It's been good. It's much better doing so with friends. And I'm glad to have seen a little bit more, especially the cooler moments. Yeah, good progress. And I've found a couple of fun scenes. And that fight with Galul Jaja was fun. I like that. Especially the music. I love it whenever they play the main theme. I'm very easily pleased when it comes to like big set pieces like that. But anyway, we're going to call it there for now. So goodbye for now, everyone. Goodbye. Bye-bye.